Hey there, UPL coaches, guys, and gals. Here I am today with my team builder for Medi. This is my third team builder for this team. The first one I did was a live team builder, and the recording messed up, so I couldn't use it. And then the second one I did, I mean, it was fine, but I've changed the team a lot since then. I shouldn't be changing the team too much anymore because we are having our battle pretty soon, sometime today. So let's go over my opponent's team first. I'm not sure what his record is. I'm 2-2. Let's see if we can go over here. No, it'd be over here probably. So he's I think the South-Holland Pyroars. So he's 3-1. So and his team is a bit of a threat to mine. He's got a lot of good answers for my offensive mons. So, look at his team here. He's got Mega Tyranitar, Clefable, Milotic, which is just the end of me, Milotic, Amoonguss, Chandelure, Leaveney, Electros, Excadrill, Goodra, Hitmonlee, and I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna say Sigalith, but I mean, really, who knows how to say that? Come on. The biggest things that I'm worried about, I am worried about sand. You cannot underestimate a sand team, because if you do, that's when you get destroyed. I'm worried about the Clefable, and I'm very worried about the Milotic and the Amoonguss. But of note, I'm really a lot more worried just about his defensive mons and being able to break through them more than I am his offensive mons. I'm not super concerned about the Chandelure. He might bring it, but I'm just not very worried about it. Maybe it's because I use Chandelure in my other league and I just can't seem to get it to work. I don't think he's going to bring the Leaveney. I don't know about Hitmonlee. Maybe. I think good chance he's bringing the Goodra. I'm positive he's bringing the Amoonguss and probably the Milotic and probably the Clefable. But if you go over here and look, we can take a look at my team. So here's my Azumarill, and it has undergone a lot of changes since I started team building. Actually, most of these Pokemon have. So originally I was, kind of the standard Normalium Z belly drum set, but I wanted to use my Z crystal elsewhere. And the thing with the Azumarill this week is, if it makes sense, it either really works against his team or it really doesn't work against his team. So as you can see, against the Tyranitar, it worked pretty well. I mean, I have dual stab. Both stab are basically super effective against it. Setting up against the Clefable, I am positive that Clefable is going to be, it's coming, and it's going to be unaware because I have so many setup mons. I mean, it just makes sense. Can't do much to the Milotic. Originally, this had, what did it have? I think it had Waterfall. I ended up swapping that out for Play Rough because I had no way to touch Milotic with this set. Amoonguss I have the Ice Punch for. I haven't really run too many calcs. I'm not sure how much it does, obviously. But then here, you look at the Chandelure. Boom, I can handle that. Excadrill, this is a good way to answer Excadrill in the sand. I'm sure an Aqua Jet can do quite a bit. Again, I don't know how much, but it's super effective. It's from an Azumarill. It's gonna do a lot. Goodra doesn't really like physical hits, and I can't imagine Hitmonlee is gonna want to take 2 Aqua Jets. So really, Azumarill it handles I would say his offensive threats really well, but as is the kind of theme of this week, I can't really do too much to his defensive threats. And yeah, I didn't see any reason to run anything other than Adamant, and these Spidef EVs are just there because I had to put them somewhere. So next we have Alakazam, and a lot is depending on this Alakazam being able to hit Focus Blast, and that is why he's not allowed to hang out with Frozen Turtle's Pokemon. I love Frozen Turtle. He's a great guy, and he's a good coach, but when it comes to Focus Blast, his Pokemon are bad influences, and so I said, Alakazam, you are not hanging out with Frozen Turtle's Pokemon this week, because I need you to hit your Focus Blasts. And that really is the key. That's why I have Focus Sash. I mean, everybody runs Focus Sash Alakazam, and Magic Card's just really nice because, you don't get hit by that sand. So what I really need is this is kind of like my, oh shoot, here's Excadrill and it's sand rushing. Have him Earthquake me, I'm sure I'll go down to my Sash, and then I need to hit Focus Blast. And he might have some bulk on it because when you're an Excadrill in the sand, you rarely have to run max speed. So he could have some bulk. I haven't really done any calcs, and he could have the fighting reducing berry, but I kind of just have to hope that he doesn't. Alakazam also, I can, use a Charge Beam against the Milotic, Grass Knot. Psyshock is there just so I have options in case, like, maybe the Clefable is specially defensive. I don't really know if he's going to run it specially defensive or physically defensive, or maybe it'll be offensive. Clefable is just a stinking amazing Pokemon. Look at Clefable. So good. But naturally its defense is lower, so it would stand to reason that I should run Psyshock over Psychic for hitting it harder. Next is Wheezing, and this is my Clefable answer. Unfortunately, I'm sure Psychic still does quite a bit to me. In my original team builder, this Wheezing was Black Sludge, and it was physically defensive, and this one is specially defensive. Because I really need it to be able to always come in on the Clefable. And like I said, I don't know how much a Psychic from a Clefable will do to me, but I mean, I have to imagine, like, I'll take it fairly well. I mean, yeah, with the Assault Vest, I gotta take it okay. The problem with Assault Vest on Wheezing is Wheezing doesn't really have a very diverse move pool with, offensive moves. And so that's why I'm running the Explosion. It's kind of just, I gotta run something. Maybe I'll see a Pokemon that I want to explode on. But really all I needed for offense anyway is the Fire Blast, the Sludge Wave, and the Thunderbolt. And I know I had been considering, oh no, it wasn't Hidden Power Ground. I don't remember what I was considering, but, so I guess I can't really do too much to this in the sand. But otherwise, Sludge Wave, Thunderbolt, Fire Blast, can't really do too much to this, but like I said, I don't really think that's coming. Nothing hits this super effective anyway. Fire Blast, can't do too much to this. He's got a really good team. It's very balanced. And so yeah, that's really what Weezing's here for, is to soak up some hits from that Clefable. Next is Umbreon. Now, what I'm doing here with Umbreon, this is actually one of the mons that changed a lot too. The original set I had, I'm not even going to tell you what it was, because it was really, really bad. Basically, it involved setting up with this Umbreon, even though I know the Clefable is going to be unaware, so that didn't make any sense why I was doing that. Something that I'm relying on for this battle is I know that Medi has not played a ton of Gen 7 mons, and so I'm hoping I can take him by surprise with Z Crystals, because, unfortunately, I don't believe I have any Gen 7 Pokemon, which is kind of takes away what could have been a good advantage for me. Yeah, no Gen 7 Pokemon. So instead, I'm hoping to take him by surprise. I'm hoping he thinks, oh, here's Umbreon, I can Moonblast, or I can safely set up against it, or I can, put up my rocks against it, because of course it's going to be switching out. And I'm going to Steelinium Z, Iron Tail it. I know it doesn't OHKO at least I believe from calcs I did before, it doesn't OHKO a fully physically defensive Clefable, and honestly, I'm not even sure if it will, especially defensive Clefable. I don't remember the calcs, I did them a while ago. But I think it'll still be nice to take it by surprise with that Iron Tail. Foul Play is nice for the Excadrill. Toxic is good because I know that Clefable is going to be unaware, so I can Toxic it if I need to. And also, if I can get a Toxic on the Milotic, that would be nice to do before a Flame Orb goes off, because, that Flame Orb, like, it's probably going to get the boost from being statused, but hopefully I can get my preferred status on it, which is Toxic. And so that's really what Umbreon is here for. It's here to be kind of a surprise. And a Moonblast doesn't kill me. So yeah, there's that too. Moonblast doesn't kill me. And again, I probably should have done some calcs before I did this battle. And I will be doing, or I'm sorry, I should have done calcs before this team builder, and I will be doing calcs in the battle. So, I'm not just going to be guessing off the top of my head like I am here. But I'm pretty sure Moonblast doesn't kill, and if I see that it does, then guess I'm going into wheezing. So my next one is Mienshao. If I remember correctly, a kind of a thing to take advantage of with his team. Let's pull it up again. Is that, yeah, it's not incredibly fast. So if I can bring Mienshao and it doesn't have to be and it can be a plus attacking nature, that's really cool, and I want to take advantage of it. And honestly, all three of these moves hit all of his mons really well. Life Orb, I'm really just running because why not? Like, just a little extra power is nice. And I just always I don't have a lot of experience with Mienshao, but I really like, I mean, come on, a reckless Life Orb high jump kick, that's doing some damage. I like it better than Regenerator on Mienshao, and really just these three moves can really put in the work against his team. And lastly, this Trevenant set, I still need to run some calcs. I'm probably going to end up changing it a little bit, at least before the battle, because I think it needs some more defensive EVs, in which case I would probably take out of the attack a little bit. So this is kind of, I don't know, I just wanted to I wanted to do something fun this week, and I thought I could run a fun set with Trevenant. So what Keyberry does is defense raises by 1 stage after getting hit by a physical attack. And with Harvest, I'm just going to keep getting that berry back over and over. And so switching this in on an Excadrill and raising my defense up, and then either Will-O-Wisping or Power Up Punching or Hornleech, like all of those moves that would be decent against it. And yeah, just getting the defense up would be really nice. This does have some downsides, being that I'm not gonna outspeed a Chandelure, and I can't really touch the what was it? I can't touch. I don't know. I can't really touch something. This isn't a perfect set, but it's decent. Or it's not that I can't touch something. It's just that he's got mons, like the special Clefable's still gonna do quite a bit to me. So I was really kind of back and forth on whether I wanted to do Keyberry or the berry that raises your special defense when hit by a special attack, but in the end I thought I'd go with this. I thought it'd be fun. And so that's my team. I know it's not perfect, but I think it'll be really fun to use, and I think it's gonna lead to an interesting match, and I will see you all in the battle. Thanks.